Got it.
No.
Winning.
Oh my God. I am so excited to talk to you.
I'm excited to talk to you.
You've been busy. You've been really busy. So this isn't going to be like our typical, this is going to be us just BSing like we always do. But I do have some questions for sure.
Okay.
And things to say.
Yeah, well, I mean, you had mentioned that you may have caught a few things. Now I'm very intrigued.
I'm just so happy and proud of you.
Thank you.
I mean, clear to the core, because you and I, we have done other interviews talking about your trans journey, your life, your family. I mean, very candid.
Yeah.
Some of those I think I'm going to pull and I'm going to probably post them, because for me, it was like, when I met you in 2013, you're still the same Jayla you are in 2022.
Yeah. I mean, what you see is what you get.
Exactly. And even watching you on Lizzo's Big Grrrls, it's like, that's my Jayla. That's Jayla.
Yeah.
There were times I felt emotional watching you, like, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you, and this is so cool, and showing up authentically, and and even the show itself, Lizzo looking for her next Big Grrrls, and it wasn't a messy reality show at all. She wasn't going to tolerate any of that, as we saw. What was it, episode 5? I
think it was episode 5 was when the competition got real.
It got really real. And I think, I'm thinking about the show too, and usually there's, in these reality shows, we expect where's the villain, where's the drama, where's the, she wasn't going to tolerate that. And I think the only villain or the only drama, which I found so profound when kicking the glass in episid 4, when you wrote your name, what's your word, you wrote your name, and you're like, I wrote my name. I'm like, we're our own villain. Yeah. Which, it's very, there was just so much to the show. So it was.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that, obviously, the narrative of the show wasn't necessarily to create a messy TV. It was all about empowering women, building up women, no matter what our backgrounds are, our walk of life. And the thing is, I think that there was one true villain of the show, and that was ourselves. That was the inner saboteur, the voices in the back of our heads that were making us feel like we weren't good enough. I feel that was truly the villain, was our own internal demons.
Well, I know, but it didn't appear, at least from on the viewer side, that they were trying to play any type of gotcha or any type of let's see you in a negative light, or let's show something that's not favorable. I mean, and that's a testament to the authenticity, and really what the show was about.
Yes. That was a conversation that I had early on with casting and production, because I was, a little apprehensive, because when you think of reality TV, you think of the Real Worlds, the Bad Girls Club, something that's going to have some kind of dramatic element to suck viewers in, you know what I mean? And then because, with the casting call, it was looking for models, looking for dancers, plus size bodies, cisgender, transgender women, blah. And then I had to kind of just kind of assess and be okay, well, look at who the face of the show is. What do they stand for? You know what I mean? Who are they trying to speak to? And you don't really see her involved in drama or petty stuff or anything like that. She's always been very supportive of artists, of LGBTQIA plus people. So I kind of just put that voice out and just kind of chalked it up to Hope.
You just did it.
I had to.
And the thing is with Lizzo too, I've never understood, and I don't know if we ever will, I don't understand why she gets so much hate or grief or negativity. I mean, she is an incredibly talented singer, female. I mean, so I don't know if that's really about body. Is that really what this is about? I don't understand where that comes from.
I think that people like to just tear people down. 100%. Like, you know, we're in this society where if somebody looks different or acts different, speaks differently, it's so much easier for people to just kind of snap their fingers and be like throwing hatred or shade or whatever that person's way, as opposed to taking a minute to realize that, okay, like, yes, they're different, but like we could share this in common. And she's unapologetically herself. She's a plus size woman that will flaunt all of her curves and swerves and everything like that. And I think that women, no matter what size they are, whether they're a size 0 or a size 30, can learn something from that, because you have to embrace like who you are, what you represent, and what you look like, you know. And the thing is that, I mean, I think it was the very first, it might have been the first episode, when she had said that people like would like come up to her and be like, I don't know how you do what you do. I can't believe that you have this energy. I can't believe that you dance like that. But they wouldn't say that to somebody like Beyonce, I think is what she said. And that's so true. You know, you see somebody that looks active and just automatically just give them their props, but then you see somebody that in your eyes doesn't look stereotypically healthy. What is health? You know what I mean? Like, she works out 5-6 days a week. She does vocal classes, dance classes, trains, sings, acts, all that kind of stuff like that. Like, so how is she not the epitome of health, but somebody who is a size 2 is the epitome of health?
Right.
Who could be smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day, eating McDonald's for every meal, not exercising whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like, there's, you know, this imbalance in society.
And I think it's also too, which is really irritating, is that people don't want to take the time to find out. They don't want to take the time to get to know who you are. Like, what is your story? And that's what all of you provided us. And even Lizzo provided the story. And I was, when the first episode aired, I mean, I think I watched 4 of them one night and the rest of them the next morning.
Yeah.
Too late, like 3 a.m. I got to go to bed. It was one of those things. But also, and then looking at the reviews, you know, I'm here for the comments. I want to hear what are the reviews saying. And it was really disheartening, and really, it made me angry to hear people say Lizzo is promoting unhealthy lifestyle habits, wanting, you know, and it's like, that's not at all what this is about. I mean, Lizzo has dancers of all shapes and sizes, of all colors, of all, I mean, so that's not what this is about. I mean, her big girls come in all shapes and sizes.
Absolutely. I mean, there's like the medium-sized bodies and then upwards to larger plus-size bodies. Like, I think everybody is represented on her stage or on her platform. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just like, okay, well, you have to be a 2X or a 3X to be on my stage. Like, it's like, no, you can be size 14 because society still deems that as being plus size.
Right.
And I mean, it's funny because I saw those comments about, you know, she's promoting obesity, she's promoting this or that. And I'm like, where do you see her telling people be unhealthy? Where are you telling people, you know, eat this or do that? Or like, if anything, she's just uplifting women. Right. You know, and like when I think it was one of the promo videos came out, I was tagged by like these like nutrition pages and these like these burner health pages and everything like that. And it was like, get on board, stop promoting obesity or whatever. And I was like, how in the hell do you even have my username right now? But B, like, how is this a promotion of it? Because we're dancing our asses off right now. Could you do that? Could you do the amount of takes that we've been doing? Could you last as long as we have? Could you keep up with the choreo? Like, so it's just like in the back of my mind, I was just like, you know.
I know. I can hear you. I can hear it. Get the F out of here.
Right.
I mean, well,
the New Yorker in me wanted to come out, but.
And Jayla's New Yorker, just everything seemed really authentic. And you being a trans woman, that didn't seem to be exploited. It didn't seem to be any of that. You were just Jayla, woman in the house, busting your ass, which I was very happy to watch that. I mean, it was just very authentic.
Same. I was I was a little nervous because, I mean, you never know like how people are going to respond to you or receive you. And I mean, everybody from get-go was extremely welcoming, extremely warm, like didn't look at me being trans as like a trope or something weird. Like it was just part of who I was. Just like, you know, Mo had blue hair. Just like, you know, like it was just part of who we were. And it was just nice because like it wasn't like my transness had to be pointed out. You know what I mean? Like I was part of the group. I was, you know, seen as just as valid as a woman as Ashley or Jasmine, and you know what I mean? Like, and that's how we truly built that sisterhood. And that went with the workshops, with production, the girls in the house, like all the big girls that were already there. Like, so it was just like a very empowering experience.
Well, and everybody had that story. Everybody had the history, you know, Isabel with her Korean culture, she was battling there, you know, Moesha and her identity being adopted and hearing that. I mean, so everybody had something, but everybody was just accepted at face value. Nobody, that wasn't, and the public has been, that's not been what they've had you lead with either. You're just Jayla.
Yeah. I mean, like, I love the fact that I have this ability to have representation for, you know, the LGBTQI plus community and the trans community specifically, but it's part of my journey. It doesn't define me entirely. You know what I mean? Like I had to go through so many other points in my life to get to the point where I'm validated being the woman that I am. You know what I mean? But I'm more than just being transgender. I'm a dancer. I'm a makeup artist. I'm, you know, somebody's child. You know, like, and it's just like another identifier. Like
you're a daughter, you're a sister, you're a friend, you're an ally. Exactly. You're all of those things that we all are. Yeah. So what's coming up in the next, like we mentioned, you're going to Alaska. Are you on need to know basis with Lizzo right now? You probably can't share a whole lot.
There's something coming up soon.
Yeah.
That I can't talk about. But keep your eyes peeled. And then I go to Alaska, and then I have a couple projects in the works, but a lot of performing, a lot of dancing, a lot of being present.
All right. Well, you might like to get off this social media stuff and get your butt moving so it doesn't fall asleep again.
It's back asleep.
All right, sweetie. I love you. Congratulations.
I love you. Thank you.
And then we'll talk again. I mean, I can just text you and bug you whenever, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right.